We just knocked out the tier 5 power pass video for the offense. You guys loved that video. Now it's time to go ahead and knock it out for the defense. Again, I'm sorry that I'm late on this. I was not in town when they dropped Series 5, and I wanted to make sure before I put the video. I could have recorded this ahead of time, right? I could have went out, recorded this, looked at cards on the auction block, and gave you guys a list of players that would have been the best to choose from. But I wanted to see if they're going to drop anybody new between 89 90 overall. And maybe the new series match might be, but no, not the case at all. They did not do none of that. I mean, they did drop, what, 5 gauntlet players, but 2 of them are like with that Leonard Fournette as well as the, actually, does Fournette got a power up? I don't think he does. But with Derwin James, he would have been #1 on my list had you been able to use a power pass to get him, but EA is petty, and you can't put that man in the power up process because they're jerks. But we all know EA likes to do stupid stuff, so we can't really be too shocked at that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this list. Post down in the comment section below what defensive player you guys use this tier 5 power pass on. And if you guys have not checked out the offensive power pass video, link down in the description below. It is that time of the year, guys, looking to buy or sell some Muck coin. Be sure to check out MMOAN.com, link down in the description below. They are gonna be your cheapest and best Muck coin options. Check them out. Use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount. So there are 27 players that you can choose from on defense. So it's time to go ahead and start whittling away this list. So one of the first things that I did in the last video was talk about how you shouldn't use this power pass on anybody that has a much superstars card with a pre-stocked ability, and the same thing applies to this. So guys like Gilmore, guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, guys like that awful Harrison Smith that we all ended up pulling, I would avoid using those passes on. And the reason why is because you save a lot of coin not having to buy the abilities. Training's already expensive as it is. So to go ahead and get what man up, pick artist, tip drill, also is X Factor shutdown. So you save probably, I would say at least 3,000 plus training of not having to buy it. So I'd much rather spend the coin out of pocket to just get the card that's gonna play like it should if you have him activated. And I feel like if you get Gilmore, you gotta have him activated because that man of ability is the most obnoxious thing I have ever seen. I wish I had the clip from my stream where I was running an in route, right? In route is this way. You go up and in, obviously. Gilmore was guarding my in route receiver, and for some reason, this is what he did. Gilmore followed my man, backpedaled, and once my guy broke the cut, Gilmore jumps right here. So he was waiting for my guy to run his route into him. There was no way for me to throw the ball at all because of how overpowered that man ability is. So there's no point to go ahead and like power up to this card just to not have the ability on him because he's gonna play his best with the ability being active. Same thing with DeMarcus Lawrence, same thing with that awful Harrison Smith. So be sure to avoid superstar cards unless you guys don't mind spending the extra coins on training. We got this Cameron Jordan who is, his stats are underwhelming. He does get power specialist, but at the left end spot, there's somebody else in this game that is much better at both power move and also stopping the run. So we're gonna go ahead and put that Cameron Jordan in a bin. Free safety, we got the Eddie Jackson. Not a bad card, man. 84 speed, 94 zone cover. So like a little bit faster Earl Thomas, man. The dude's zone is amazing. But don't look at his zone as, oh, he has 94 zone, so therefore he's better than guys with 90 zone. No, the threshold is at 90. So 90 man, 90 zone are the top tier. They're not gonna increase it. So even though he can get higher zone than the next guy, he really can only get the extra ability of having 90 zone on his guard stock. So he's gonna play better than guys without 90 zone, but he's not gonna play much better with guys with 90 zone. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I hate thresholds right now. I do like this guy's card, but I think he lacks speed. Now, if you're running like a cover 2 system or he's like a linebacker playing in the middle, perfect. But in terms of being a deep free safety with all the speed that we have out here at wide receiver, I feel like he's not gonna move sideline to sideline as fast as the next guy. So I would go ahead and pass on Eddie Jackson, despite the fact that he's having really good zone coverage, and he will react extra crazy if you get the zone out ability on this card. We got Desmond Trufant out here, man. 87 speed, 80 on his power up, though. 90 man, 89 zone coverage with his 91 agility, 89 press. Really amazing card, but there's another card in this game that is better than Trufant. and it's kind of hard to believe. This card's amazing, but it's the other card on my list. Is the cornerback is better than this True Font. As far as it goes for some of these themed diamonds, I'm not a big fan of a lot of them. Like this Jesse Tuggle, like he's 5'11" linebacker. We already got Shazier. We got that Devin White card that came out for the Gauntlet. Power Up Patrick Willis, another card in Madden right now that is really good to user. But we got this Tuggle, man, 82 speed and 87 hit power. Yeah, no. If you would have got Enforcer, then hell yeah. But the fact that he's 5'11", that's a terrible height for a user, and cannot get Enforcer, hard pass. Got Sean Phillips out here for the San Diego Chargers. Decent speed coming off the edge. 89 overall, 90 overall power, be 89 finesse move. Cannot get finesse specialist, hard pass. Rob Nikovich, I'm out. Yeah, this card sucks. Big John Henderson, D tackle. He's still not going to stop stretch for you, baby, so why even pick him up for your team? Mel Renfro, not better than Desmond True Font. And then we got last on the list, look at this Chris McAllister. Again, a card not better than that Desmond True Font. So avoid all of these cards unless you are rocking a theme team. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, again, choose whoever you want to use this pass on. My job here is to help improve the vast majority's MUT team. If you guys want to rock a theme team, pick up a bad player, I understand it. I went out here and paid a bunch of coins for running back and Christian McCaffrey, who's 90 overall because I'm rocking a Panthers theme team. For those that just want to get the best possible advice, that's what this is for. It's not to talk you out of powering up a person you want to. Choose whoever you want to. I'm just trying to give you guys all of the options that are available, and so you guys can stop focusing on that one card. There's two Team of the Week cards. You got CJ Mosley out here, 82 speed, 88 hit power. Again, cannot get an Enforcer. And with the linebackers you got in the game right now, just not worth your time. We got Darius Slay, really good corner, man. 90 speed on his power with 92 zone coverage, really good in zone. Thing is, I still do believe True Font to be better despite having less speed, but he can also get kimmed up to 90 zone coverage. It's really funny. I'm talking to True Font so hard right now as a card that I would use. I would like to power up, but I can tell you, there's a better card in the game. There's a card that can get 90 man and 90 zone stock, which means if you activate his abilities, he can get man up and zone out. So he's the perfect cornerback for anybody's team. So there are 9 legends on this list, man. We went from what, 25 plus players down to 9 right now. And it's about to get even smaller, man. So 8 on overall legends, we got what? We got Ken Houston, Mel Blount, we got Michael Strahan. Out of all those 3, I would choose none of them. Michael Strahan is not a bad option because he does get 90 power move, but again, there's a card in this game at the left end spot that has better block shed and better power move stock than the Strahan does, so I would just go ahead and just not choose this card. Mel Blount, really tall cornerback, but again, another cornerback in this game, much better. Then there's Ken Houston, man, a really good strong safety, 88 speed with 86 zone coverage, 86 hit power. Love this dude's card, but there's still better cards to be had that are gonna make more plays on your team. Derek Brooks, right outside linebacker, not a good card, man. 81 speed, 90 tackle, can't get secure tackler, but just not gonna get enforcement. Enforcer is really important because of the crazy amount of times everybody runs the ball in this game. So having a equalizer to stretch with the high hit power in terms of like what guys have in the Pat Tillman from Muttmaster or the Willis or the Lanier that's out here, even that Clay Matthews, like that can help change the game completely and get your opponent on edge. Once your opponent's on edge, that may work in your favor because he might make more mistakes. But this Derek Brooks, man, just not worth power upping for a guy that has not great speed and not top tier zone. I mean, top tier zone for a linebacker, but it's a really bad card. We got Ted Hendricks out here, 6'7". He's just basically a user that can stop the run, but we're passing that card as well. We got Reggie White. Reggie White is better than that Michael Strahan we just showed you, and he's better than that Cameron Jordan from earlier. The reason why? He has 90 strength, 90 block shed, 90 power move all stock. Guys looking for a left end, this is the card I would choose. He's not on my list, but he is a nice, or he's a better choice than those 2 that I named earlier. And that leaves us with 2 players, man. Willie Brown, and we got this Lawrence Taylor, man. Like I said, Willie Brown, I love this card. He's pretty much, I think, the only cornerback in the game right now that can get both man up and zone out chemistry on him. So obviously, you guys see this dude's stats, man. 6'1", 88 press, 90 man, 89 zone. Yeah, the +1s for the power, baby. 88 speed, 91 man, 90 zone with 89 press, which can be boosted up to 90 as well. So you got a guy here with great speed, great height, that can get the two abilities that can shut down or work for anybody's scheme. So if you guys want a lot of man coverage, he works perfectly. If you guys want a lot of zone coverage, he works perfectly as well. So I like his versatility as opposed to where the other cards, you kind of got to choose. With Darius Slay, you got to choose, if you run zone, that makes sense. If you run man coverage, why choose Slay? With True Font, if you run man coverage, perfect card. You run zone, obviously came up to it to get 90 zone, but I still would think a guy that gets it stock is much better and much more reliable to have on your team. But with him still having those great stats, there's still not a card in this game like this Lawrence Taylor. This is the best defensive card in Madden. Like, it is not even close, bro. Lawrence Taylor, 90 overall, 84 speed with 89 power move and 87 finesse move. So to get this guy to be the best card in Madden, you got to power him up, obviously. If you guys already have his 88 version powered up, best brass linebacker in the game, you get to a 91 overall, 85 speed, 90 power move, 86 block shot, 88 finesse move with 86 strength, 86 tackle. This dude gets edge threat. He gets power specialist. Combination of those two are just terrifying. It seems like with the patch recently too that a lot of these ability guys are coming in much faster as well. Like when the game first came out, when he first came into the game, I remember getting like 6 sacks in one game. It made no sense. And then they tuned it a little bit. They tweaked without telling us because EA's kind of sneak do stuff like that. And then with the last patch that like broke Enforcer, all of a sudden my pass rushers are getting to the quarterback now. It makes no sense. So I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to be a card you guys have to have on your team just based off of the fact that there's no linebacker in the game that has his speed, that has his power move, and can wreck a game like this Lawrence Taylor can do. So you gotta go pick him up just based off of his rating. Like if there was no abilities in this game, like a guy with 85 speed coming off the edge is just like, he can't contain guys like Lamar Jackson, but he can contain Steve Young. He can definitely contain Steve Young. So I would get this card on your team right now if you guys don't have him. If you guys don't need Lawrence Taylor, if you already got him powered up, I would sell the one you got and use your power pass and replace, and make 340,000 coins or 330,000 or 310,000 coins after tax, obviously, and then go ahead and put that coin elsewhere on your team. That makes the most sense. So that's all I got for you guys today, man. Post down in the comment section below what you guys think of my #1 choice. Leave a like on the video. It's been your boy Texas, and I will catch you guys later on.
They say money can't buy your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me when it was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.